Hey everyone, welcome to the Hear It From a Loan Officer podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Taylor. Today I am here with Tracie Schmidt from San Diego, California. Well, good morning. Hey Tracie, how are you this morning? Well, where you're at this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Nice and toasty on this day, but not as nice as it looks there in California.
It's gorgeous out here. I figured I would give the background of the palm trees just to remind everybody how beautiful it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for to be able to answer some questions and to be given the opportunity to talk about some of the loan programs that are available to people. And so yeah, fire away. I'm ready to answer any questions that you have.
Awesome. So first off, what product do you find yourself using the most?
I would say, as a mortgage loan officer and the availability of products that Supreme Lending has, we offer a ton of different products. I would say being in San Diego, the VA home loan is something that I definitely do a lot of for both refinancing and for purchasing a home. So I would say just because of all of the people that are active and retired military, in San Diego and the surrounding area, my goal is to try to have as many people as possible know the benefits that they could have when buying a home using a VA loan. So that's kind of near and dear to my heart, that product.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I actually wouldn't have expected that, to be honest. Living in California, right, being so expensive, I would assume that, jumbo would be the most, but VA, that's awesome. So how can you apply for a VA loan? How does the consumer get that started?
That's a really good question. Most importantly, when someone is purchasing a home, they definitely want to do a little bit of research on their own, but it's going to really be the same as any other loan. So you want to talk to a licensed mortgage loan officer, which is what I am, or anyone else there in the market, and really just have a good conversation first about what you're looking to accomplish, what your comfort level and monthly payments are, and really have the loan officer get an understanding of what you're looking to accomplish. At that point, you would really just apply securely online. So with Supreme Lending, they give us the ability to have a client go to an application link that's secure. They would just enter in their basic information. And actually, when that's complete, we get notified as the loan officer right away that application was finished. And it also allows the client to upload their documents directly to us securely as well. So, and that's for really any loan program that we offer, not just VA.
All right. Yeah. So who can get a VA loan?
I would want to say first off, if you have any question at all about eligibility, you're going to want to talk to a mortgage loan officer, a licensed mortgage loan officer, because we actually will check if you are eligible. So it's any active or retired service member. And there are some different qualifications, like making sure that you've been discharged honorably. You could be a surviving spouse of someone. So there's a little couple of different caveats to being eligible, but that's something that we help you with. So we have access to the VA portal, and it allows us to enter in a few pieces of information, and it will tell us the eligibility of the person that's looking to get a VA loan and how much entitlement they have. And then that's kind of our first start to understand that they actually can look to get that type of program. And then we start explaining what the benefits are to it.
What questions are you most asked about often about the VA loan?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I actually took a course. It was a full day course to become a certified veteran loan specialist. It's a course that was offered in San Diego, and it really gave me the knowledge that I needed to be able to answer the most typical questions that you get. So the first question for really any consumer is, right, how much down payment do I need to have? So what's unique about the VA loan program is if you are an active or retired veteran, and you actually are eligible for the program, there is zero down payment, which is a great benefit, especially in a high-priced area, like San Diego or other parts of California. And I believe we could even go up to $1 million with no down payment. So the guidelines changed where it used to have a loan limit based on the county that you lived in. And right now they waived that limit. So you could buy in any county and have zero down payment up to whatever the mortgage lender lends up to at zero down payment. At Supreme Lending, I'm pretty sure we can go up to $1 million with no down payment. So the second, did you know that?
No, I had no idea. That's awesome.
Isn't that so great?
Yeah.
So the second question I usually get is there mortgage insurance? So when someone puts a zero down payment, they expect to have what's called PMI or monthly mortgage insurance. So one of the other benefits of a VA loan is you do not have monthly mortgage insurance. So your overall payment will be less than someone that did, let's say, 5% down on a conventional loan or a 10% down program, something like that. So that's another added benefit to a VA loan where you don't have monthly mortgage insurance. So those are two of the biggest questions. I would say the third question is, I heard that I don't have to pay any fees. So that's a myth, right? So that's why it's so important to talk to someone that knows what they're doing, that's licensed, that's taken extra education and understands the ins and outs of a VA loan, right? Because we want to make sure that you get the best possible program, the best possible rate, and really understand, because you're actually purchasing a home, right, or refinancing home, what that entails.
Are you seeing a large wave of people coming to the San Diego area?
San Diego is one of the most beautiful places to live. So there are people coming to San Diego. The problem with San Diego right now is the affordability. Home prices are really expensive. And so we've seen people coming in, and we also, though, have seen people leaving and going to states that are a little bit less expensive. So, and I'm licensed throughout all of California, not just in San Diego. So there, I could do loans up in Northern California, and the prices are high there as well. So, but San Diego is a place where there's always going to be home buyers. The rent is super expensive. So it's like we try to do a comparison. How much are you paying in rent? How does that compare to what a mortgage payment would be? And that's really what I try to urge people to do is, I always say, you don't know until you know. You have to talk to a mortgage loan officer and understand, what's your down payment, what loan program is available, what's your monthly payment, and then just compare that maybe to renting and see if homeownership is a possibility for you.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's more common than people think, and it's a lot easier to actually afford a home rather than just pay rent every single month. So I love that.
What we try to do is set a plan. So there's a lot of people that I talk to that can't afford to buy a home right now, right? Like whether they don't have enough money saved or they can't afford the payment. So what we try to do is put together a plan and say, hey, you're not ready now, but this is what you need to do to create that path for you to be able to own a home in the future. And you can't just tell someone no, right? Like in our business, we have to give people hope and really have them understand what it takes, because it's difficult, to get qualified sometimes. Having credit guidelines and income guidelines with COVID, that's definitely increased the amount of documentation that we need to get. And checks that we need to do and verification. So you have to have someone working for you. One, a loan officer in your corner, right? And secondly, a company like Supreme Lending that backs their loan officers with speed of the process, efficiency. Our underwriting teams. It's an amazing company to be able to work for and to know that your client is taken care of.
So what are people looking for in your area, like when they're buying, selling, or renting?
So they're looking for whatever they can afford, to be honest. But yeah. There are a lot of condos in San Diego. The affordability is a little bit better than a single family residence. And that's one of the things that I love about our company is we have a dedicated condo team. Right. Jim and his team are amazing. So, whether there's pending litigation or, people need to understand something about the HOA or get an HOA approved, we have the resources to be able to help people do that. So that's a big advantage. People are also just I mean, it's location. People like to be, whether it's near the beach or they want a lot of land. Really, California offers really any type of property you're looking for. And even in San Diego, I mean, it's expensive, but when you find the right house, it's an amazing place to settle down with your family. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk a little bit to you guys and, share what I do every day. And I have a passion for, getting someone into a home is one of the most gratifying things in the world, especially when, they have a story and they had struggle and they didn't think they could. And to help guide them into getting a home for them and their family is one of the most rewarding things that you can do. So I appreciate the opportunity of getting to talk to you guys for a little bit.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for joining us. We are so glad. And, we look forward to doing this again.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
See you in California and San Diego.
See ya.
Bye.